ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं त्वां सजीवं स्वाद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत्या राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Introduction to Gita-Upanishad by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam, Easy Journey to Other Planets, editor of Back to Godhead, etc. Bhagavad Gita is known also Gita-Upanishad, the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important of the various Upanishads in Vedic literature. This Bhagavad Gita, there are many commentations in English, and what is the necessity of another English commentation of the Bhagavad Gita can be explained in the following way. One one American lady, Mrs. Charlotte Devlin, asked me or to recommend an English edition of Bhagavad Gita which he can read. Of course, in America there are so many editions of English Bhagavad Gita, but so far I have seen them not only in America but also India. None of them can be said strictly as authoritative, because almost every one of them have expressed their own opinion through the commentation of the Bhagavad Gita without touching the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is. The spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this. If we want to take a particular medicine, then we have to follow the particular direction mentioned on the label of the medicine. We cannot take the particular medicine according to our own direction or by the direction of a friend, but we have to take the medicine under the direction given on the label of the bottle and as directed by the physician. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita also should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of the Bhagavad Gita is Lord Sri Krishna. He is mentioned in every page of the Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Of course, Bhagavan is sometimes designated to any powerful person or any powerful demigod, but here Bhagavan is certainly designated to Sri Krishna, a great personality, but at the same time we must know that Lord Sri Krishna, as he is confirmed by all the acharyas, I mean to say, even Shankaracharya, Ramanujarya, Madhyacharya, Nimbar Goswami, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many others. In India, there were many authoritative scholars and acharyas, authorities of the Vedic knowledge, all of them, including Shankaracharya, has accepted Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord himself has also established himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita. He is accepted so in the Brahma Samhita and all Puranas, especially in the Bhagavad Puranam, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So therefore, we should take Bhagavad Gita as it is directed by the personality of Godhead himself. So, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Imang vivassati yugam pratvaman aham abhayam vivasyan manave praha manu rikha kave bravit evam parampara praptam imang rajarsayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yoga nasta parantapa saevayam maya te adya yoga prakta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam jetad uttamam. The idea is, the Lord said to Arjuna that this yoga, this system of yoga, Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken by me to the Sun God. And the Sun God explained to Manu. Manu explained to Ikkaku. And in that way, by disciplic succession, one after another, this yoga system is coming. And in course of time, this system is now lost. And therefore, I am speaking to you the very same yoga system again, the very same old yoga system of Bhagavad Gita or Gita Upanishad, because you are my devotee and you are my friend. Therefore, it is possible for you only to understand. Now the purport is that Bhagavad Gita is a treatise which is specially meant for the devotee of the Lord. There are 3 classes of transcendentalists, namely the jnani, the yogi, and the bhakta, or the impersonalist, or the meditator, or the devotees. So here it is clearly mentioned. The Lord says to Arjuna that I am speaking or I am making you the first man of the parampara, because the old parampara or disciple succession is now broken. Therefore, I wish to establish again another parampara in the same line of thought as it was coming down from the sun god to others. So you take it and you distribute it. Or the system, the yoga system of Bhagavad Gita may now be distributed through you, you become the authority of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Now here is a direction that Bhagavad Gita is especially instructed to Arjuna, the devotee of the Lord, the direct student of Krishna. And not only that, he is intimately in touch with Krishna as friend. Therefore Bhagavad Gita is understood by a person who has similar qualities like Krishna. That means he must be a devotee, he must be in relation, direct relationship with the Lord. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he has a direct relationship also with the Lord. That is a subject matter, very long, but briefly it can be stated that a devotee is in relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in 5 ways. One may be a devotee in a passive state, one may be a devotee in active state, one may be a devotee as a friend, one may be a devotee as parent, and one may be a devotee as conjugal lover. So Arjuna was a devotee in relationship with the Lord as a friend. The Lord can become a friend. Of course, this friendship and the conception of friendship which you have got in the mundane world, there is a gulf of difference. This is transcendental friendship which not that everyone will have the relationship with the Lord. Everyone has got a particular relationship with the Lord, and that particular relationship is evoked by the perfection of devotional service. At the present status of our life, we have not only forgotten the Supreme Lord, but also we have forgotten our eternal relationship with the Lord. Every living being, out of many, many millions and billions of living beings, each and every living being has got a particular relationship with the Lord eternally. That is called Sarup. Sarup. And by the process of devotional service, one can revive that Sarup of oneself. And that stage is called Sarup Siddhi, perfection of one's constitutional position. So Arjuna was a devotee, and he was in touch with the Supreme Lord in friendship. Now, this Bhagavad Gita was explained to Arjuna, and how Arjuna accepted it, that should also be noted. How Arjuna accepted the Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the 10th chapter, just like Arjuna Uvacha, Parang Brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusam sasatam divyam adi deva ajang vibhu ahustyam rishaya sarve devarsi naradas asita devala vyasa sayancheva bravisime sarvametat ritangamanne jat mang vadasi kesava nahi te bhagavan bhaktin viduddeva nadanava. Now Arjuna says, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he accepts Krishna as Param Brahman, the Supreme Brahman. Brahma, every living being is Brahma. But the Supreme Living Being or the Supreme Personality of God is the Supreme Brahma or Supreme Living Being. And Paramdhama, Paramdhama means he is the supreme rest of everything. And Pavitra, Pavitra means he is pure from material contamination, and his address at Purusam. Purusam means the supreme enjoyer. Sasatam, Sasatam means from very beginning. He is the first person. Dibbam, transcendental. Deva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ajam, never born. Vibhu, the greatest. Now one may doubt that because Krishna was the friend of Arjuna, therefore he might say all these things to his own friend. But Arjuna, just to drive out this kind of doubts in the mind of the readers of Bhagavad Gita, he establishes his proposition by the authorities. He says that Lord Sri Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead not only by himself, Arjuna, but he is so accepted by authorities like Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa. These personalities are great personalities in distributing the Vedic knowledge. They are accepted by all acharyas. Therefore, Arjuna says that whatever you have spoken so far to me, I accept them as completely perfect. Sarvameta ritagamanni, I take it, I believe it, that whatever you have spoken, they are all right. And your personality of Godhead is very difficult to understand, and therefore you cannot be known by even the demigods. You cannot be known even by the demigods. That means the Supreme Personality Godhead cannot be known even by greater personalities than the human being, and how a human being can understand Sri Krishna without becoming his devotee. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita should be taken up in the spirit of devotee of Lord Sri Krishna. One should not think that he is equal on the same level of Sri Krishna, or one should not think that he is an ordinary personality, maybe a very great personality. No. Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, at least theoretically, on the statement of Bhagavad Gita or on the statement